if you know somebody who's been impacted by mental illness.
Stomp once if you know someone who's been impacted by sexual assault.
Today, we're going to show you what goes on
Within our minds, we go through the unimaginable each day.
We fight our unseen demons hidden behind a tight-lipped smile.
We are tough, stronger than people think because they don't know that.
We fight. Even as we are torn apart, we try to hide.
Like children behind our parents.
Like a stray dog cowering in the corner, we try to hide. You can't hide from your mind.
The voices say,
you're not good enough. Why are you even here?
You mean nothing.
Just kill yourself already.
Within our minds, we try so hard.
We fight every single second
of every single day. Why don't you just be happy? People say you can't.
When you're beating yourself up for the things that you didn't cause, for their hands on your body,
for the times I laid on the bed,
on the couch and cried.
The only thing I could think was no.
The only word was stop. Stop. Just stop. They didn't stop. Within our minds, we realize
our no's won't be listened to, our screams will be silenced.
Our tears won't be seen, and so we drown.
We drown in the pure black monsters within our minds. When we're alone, the thoughts invade,
telling us things you would never say out loud.
Vile things, your worst fears come to life. We get lost within the darkness.
And it feels like it is impossible to form the words.
Because asking for help seems to be like the worst thing you could do.
Even if it could save your life.
Our experiences,
our struggles,
are simply two of countless.
For the times that we've cut and cried and thought about death.
All of it, just two more stories add to a list of millions. Suicide is the #1 killer of teens in Colorado.
Colorado's suicide rate has gone up to 20 out of 100,000 people. Last year, there were 45 HIV-related deaths in Colorado, 230 from homicide, 618 from breast cancer, 627 from car crashes, and 1,175 from suicide. Suicide is one of the most avoidable causes of death.
1,175 people we could have helped. Looks like our happy valley isn't really all that happy, does it?
Secrets fly between us,
whispered in hushed tones,
and shoved under the carpet
as we walk with our heads down
and sleeves pulled over our wrists, just trying to disappear.
Hoping that nobody notices while at the same time pleading that they do what goes on within our minds.
It feels like if you knew, you'd shove us in a hospital.
So we hide in plain sight, living and becoming our own personal hell. It felt like I would never get out. I can't tell you how many times I would sit and sob,
wishing that I was better, wishing that I was okay,
thinking I would never be okay again. My name is Saphira Klearman. I'm 15 and a sophomore at Vail High School. September 2017, I was raped by my boyfriend. I cut. The scars on my wrists and thighs still haven't faded to this day. My pain mapped out for all to see. You know, when I finally came out against him, after so long sitting in the dark, the people I trusted and needed the most turned against me, saying that I need to think about what I was doing before I went to the police, before I ruined his life. But what about mine? I stand here today as living proof that the worst times in your life can and will turn around and become the best ones. Please remember that you are valid, no matter what has happened to you and what hasn't.
You are valid. Mental illness doesn't care about your financial state.
It doesn't care about your grades, your family, your gender, nothing.
Mental illness doesn't discriminate.
Don't become sicker than you already are.
Please, don't go further down. Turn around while you still can.
Please, we need you.
My name is Tenley Burwell. I'm 17 and a junior at Eagle Valley High School. September of 2016, I was sexually assaulted. I'd been struggling with depression all throughout middle school, and when I finally came out against my assaulter, my best friends turned their backs on me, and I was so alone. My depression got worse, and that turned into suicidal thoughts. I cut just trying to bleed, realizing that I was still human. I tried to commit suicide 3 times before I even realized that people care and people love you. Sadly, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to burden them with my issues. And unfortunately, that is very common for mentally ill youth.
My best friend and I sat down. We were just talking.
And you know what they said to me?
One day it got so bad I found myself taking off my belt and trying to hang myself in the school bathroom. I was texting my friend,
Telling them about a mental health project.
and they said, I really hope you can make a change.
I really hope you can, because it's too late for
The
me.
way things are, it's not right. Kids are killing themselves from the inside out, and it feels like nobody cares.
It is impossible to form the words.
Others texted us, and the first thing we saw,
The school I tried killing myself 3 times
about a mental health project.
They
Started
said,
I really hope you can make a change.
I really hope you can, because it's too late for years. I've been trying to get rid of my depression. I've
Kids are
tried
killing
committing
themselves from the
suicide.
inside out, and it feels like
I've
nobody
smoked
cares.
till I passed out. It is impossible to
Depression
form the words.
Others texted us, and the first thing we saw
I tried killing myself 3 times in a single weekend.
started when I was 5 years old. I was molested by my older brother.
For years, I've been trying to get rid of my depression. I've tried committing suicide.
Cut.
I've smoked till I passed out.
And struggling with depression, anxiety, and developed an eating disorder.
I tried killing myself twice, been hospitalized, and I have self-harm scars everywhere.
I was sexually abused
More than once, story after story, strife after strife. People who didn't think recovery was possible,
who just wanted to end their lives.
now sharing their experiences and inspiring others to do the same.
Contradicting every single thought the monsters pushed on them. The issue originates from one avoidable point.
Mental illness is wrapped in a stigma. We need to start the conversation. Start checking in on people.
Start implementing programs to better our society.
But you don't have to save everyone.
Just one person. That's it.
One person. That's the goal. And we can create a ripple effect that can save countless.
But it all starts with a single person. One tiny change. And the next thing you know, the world is altered for the better. Every race begins with a single step.
Every novel begins with a single letter.
This
begins with you.
We shouldn't be spending our teenage years thinking about death, thinking about what it would be like if we just ended our lives. It sucks because every time I think about what I can do, it becomes overwhelming because it feels like everything needs to be fixed.
But there are things that I can do.
There are things that we can do to make sure another parent never has to feel the pain of losing their child.
To make sure no more school assemblies have to be held to tell a classmate a student is dead.
But this is not hopeless. Together we can make a change. Here's what you can do.
Go to a question, pursue, refer training. Learn how to recognize the signs and symptoms.
Never let a day go by without telling your friends and family that you love them.
Start by believing sexual assault survivors.
We automatically assume that accused murderer is actually a murderer.
So why don't we think that an accused rapist is actually a rapist? Give a stranger a high five.
A hug. You need a hug? Come give us a hug.
A small act of kindness.
A small smile.
A wave. Random things that show people you care.
If you're in a dark place right now, please know you are not alone. You are never alone. People out there love you.
If you're thinking no one's gonna show up to my funeral or
No one's gonna notice that I'm gone.
we can't tell you how wrong you are, think about your parents coming into your room.
Seeing their baby lying dead on the floor. Think about your best friend, wondering what they could have done.
Blaming themselves for not doing more.
Think about your sibling breaking down.
Think about the police officer who was called to your house.
Who has to go into your room and carry out your mangled body. That sight will never leave anybody.
They'll wake up in the middle of the night crying.
No, the tears they cry.
Because with one life lost,
Countless possibilities suddenly become obsolete.
think about your future. Even if it seems pointless, because
If you can't stay around for yourself, stay around for the people around you.
find anything, something that makes you stay. Because
There's no such thing as a stupid reason not to kill yourself. Just stick around long enough to see it.
Then find anything, something that makes you stay just a little bit longer.
Pizza in the fridge you have to eat. A plant you have to water. A pet you have to love.
Find the small things.
Find the things that you would miss.
Like the stars in the sky, or the way the clouds move.
The way the grass frosts over, the way the snow sparkles in the sunlight.
The sound of leaves when you stomp on them, or the sound of rain on the roof.
And then just wait. Hold off a few hours, a few days, a few weeks.
Because when the darkness leaves,
baby, you're gonna fall in love with the world around you.
But if you end your life too soon, you're never gonna be able to look back and say, I beat that, I rose up, I was able to overcome that, and I'm better because of it.
If you stay here, you can turn your strife around and use it to better others' lives.
We stand here today to show you that we are stronger than our monsters, that we are more than our experiences, that they don't define who we are. We rise up for those who have fallen.
You're worth pushing through the pain.
You're worth taking that deep breath.
You deserve to eat that food. You
deserve to be loved. You deserve to see the sun set on a perfect day.
You deserve to stick around and see your life become what you always wished it would be.
You are strong enough to rise up and kick your monsters to the ground. We